Hi everyone. Thought I'd do a quick update on the upcoming cold weather that looks like arriving through Friday into Saturday, and a quick forecast for the next 24 hours as well. So you can see here, this is a chart at the moment. Low pressure out in the Atlantic, low pressure out here across Europe. Before we go any further, overlay the wind and temperatures. So as you can see, the actual the wind is coming in mainly from the west at the moment, or southwest. And with this low pressure out here, the winds are going to stay pretty much in the south for the next couple of days, or southwest to southeast. And you can see these milder colours, pushing up right across from the south. So this is showing temperatures anywhere really between 10 and 14 degrees Celsius for the next few days, so really quite mild. But you can also see this big area of high pressure out here to the northeast over Scandinavia, a little bit like what happened a couple of weeks ago. What it does, it starts to flatten off this area of low pressure out here to the west, because this area of high pressure is larger and stronger than this low pressure, so it kind of squishes it in a way. You can see the isobars becoming elongated here, and as we move through, the low pressure pretty much gets pushed out of the way as this big area of high pressure starts to move through. Now, as the high pressure moves westwards, we start to see these cold east to northeasterly winds coming in, and these blues are showing that temperatures close to freezing. But it's difficult to know where this high pressure is going to go. A lot of the models, computer models, are making this high pressure sink down to our southwest, whereas some of them are keeping it more to our north. Now, if it stays to our north, we're likely to have a more prolonged spell of cold weather. But at the moment, it seems more likely that it will start to slip to the south as we head into the start of next week. But before all that happens, it's going to turn very cold for a few days, and as well as it turning very cold, we're going to see some precipitation, and of course, precipitation means anything falling from the sky. And with the temperatures being so low, anything that falls from the sky will be snow. But it doesn't look like we're going to have loads of snow at the moment. Towards the weekend and the start of next week, there could be some snow flurries. I mean, there's always a chance of something a little bit more significant developing, but at the moment it's too far off to say for sure. So this is the cloud cover for today. You can see some patchy cloud around. At the moment, there's actually quite a bit of cloud around, but it's quite thin. But as we head through the afternoon, there should be some clearer spells starting to develop. In fact, the first half of the night is quite clear, but then as we head through into the second half of the night, the cloud starts to push in from the west. So as for rainfall, over the next couple of hours, there could be the odd light shower. But it will be very light if we get one, and it will be very scattered. Although as we head through the afternoon, there's a chance of, because the sun will be shining down on the land, it will be heating up the land a bit, and it could produce a few more showers as the air currents rise up through the atmosphere, and it could trigger the odd shower in more eastern parts of the island or northeastern parts of the island. Although the western part of the island is likely to stay dry. In fact, even if these showers form, it may even form just off the coast, so it will be a mostly dry day with just the odd light shower. As we head through tonight, you can see pretty dry really. Maybe the odd very light shower or drizzle patch moving through later on, but not too bad. So the temperature for today, around 9 to 10 degrees Celsius at the moment, rising to 10, possibly 11 in a few spots. The highest temperatures mostly in central and eastern parts, where it's a little bit cooler here in the south and west, so 7, 8, 9 degrees Celsius. The winds, 15 to 20 miles per hour generally, gusting up to 25, a little bit lighter inland. So as we head through the afternoon, the evening and into tonight, the temperatures will fall away for a time, especially the first half of the night, with the winds dropping to quite light, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And we may see a few pockets where the temperatures will fall away to 1 or 2 degrees Celsius in more eastern parts here. Generally 3 to 5 degrees Celsius in most places though. But we could see the odd patch of frost in 1 or 2 spots, especially in central and eastern parts. as we move through the second half of the night, the temperatures start to rise, and you may notice the winds come around to the southeast, and they start to pick up a little bit. So temperatures by the end of the night generally 6 to 7 degrees Celsius across the island, with winds really picking up 15 to 20 miles per hour in more coastal areas anyway, but still only around 10 to 15 miles per hour inland. So we start tomorrow pretty cloudy, maybe a little bit of brightness out to the east, but generally there'll be quite a lot of cloud around. There will be a few clearer spells or some brighter patches moving through, because we're on the edge of this cloud mostly. So it's going to be a pretty borderline thing. So we are likely to see some brighter spells with just general cloud, pretty much what we've got outside at the moment, but perhaps a little bit thicker. As for rainfall, it doesn't look too bad. It looks mostly dry tomorrow. You can see these areas of rain out to the west, but they don't really reach us. They stay out to the west. In fact, it looked like they'll probably stay that way for a little bit longer. So it's not a bad day. So the temperatures and winds tomorrow, you can see the temperatures here starting off around 6 to 7 degrees with a fresh southeasterly breeze blowing. And by this time we're looking at wind speeds 20-25 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 miles per hour already at this point, and this is only 8 a.m. As we move through the day, temperatures across the island rise quite nicely. We see 10, 11 degrees possible in a few spots, closer to 8 or 9, maybe 10 in the south and east here. But the winds will continue to increase, so we're going to be seeing you can just about make this out, but these slightly darker shades. So we're seeing winds 24-28 miles per hour averaging on the coast, gusting up to around 38 miles per hour. Whereas inland we've got wind speeds 15 to 25 miles per hour generally, gusting up to maybe 30 miles per hour. So it's not too bad tomorrow overall, although these winds will be increasing throughout the day. But the higher temperatures should make it feel okay, really. It shouldn't feel too bad. Anyway, we'll give you more updates on the potential cold weather later on. And, that's it for the moment.